Tell us one thing, Your Worship. There seemed to be confusion from your office now. After you did give consent to the Patriotic Front to clean up the city, we did see your deputy mayor, Madam, Katie Nanyangwe, writing a letter of disapproval of the Patriotic Front not to go ahead and clean the city. What is
first of all,
the clear position of your office?
I think the letter must be read. The letter that I wrote. So for you to ask me that question now, it just confirms that you didn't also read the letter. You need to read that letter. That's all I can say. You need to read that letter.
What does your letter say?
That letter, you see, the letter that I responded is very professional. My office as mayor of the greater city of Lusaka is blind. It has no color. I don't see any color. I don't see any color. I just see the residents that live in the city. And for me, we have a solid waste management policy that embraces communities, individuals, organizations to clean with us in the city. That letter doesn't actually authorize. It talks about the policy and the sit down. We need to sit down and embrace everybody. We need to sit down and embrace everybody and also advise on what they can help. That's what that letter says. So
I read your letter.
I mean, you need to read that letter to understand. Actually, English is a very difficult language.
That's true.
For
that's
most
true.
people to understand. Now I've confirmed it.
Yeah, no,
because my
read your
letter is very clear.
Yes,
a very well balanced and professional letter.
I read your letter, Your Worship. What I'm saying.
Does my letter authorized?
Yes.
Or
but what I'm
does
saying
it
is
authorize?
this. Well, what I'm saying, I read your letter, Your Worship. But I'm saying, I'm asking a question over the stance that your deputy mayor as
That is her own decision that she's made, and she has no authority to respond to my letter. She has no authority to respond to my letter, and that is her own decision.
That is her own
but
decision.
She has no authority to respond to my letter. My letter is the one that is authentic and copied to the town clerk. Well, I don't think I'll discuss this because my letter is very, very clear. And I think you yourself, you told me that was a very professional and well done letter. Because that's the same letter I would give Trade Kings, the same letter I would give MTN, the same letter I would give Zambia Bottlers. They're stakeholders in the city. My office is blind. It sees no color. I embrace each and every person that lives in my district. That's all I can say. People must read. People do not read. They need to read.
Are you indirectly saying that your deputy mayor doesn't read?
Well, I'm just saying whoever's responded in a negative way, then they haven't read the letter to understand it. That's what I'm saying. They haven't read the letter to understand it.
Well, as many people agree with
people
you.
that have understood the letter, they've even responded or written correct comments.
Well, as many
anyway, let's talk about cholera. I didn't come to discuss.
As we conclude on this, well, as many people